most guys beat themselves up because they're not doing enough. They're not working out, or they're not eating right, or they're not working hard enough. Maybe they don't have a side hustle that they're putting themselves into. They're not doing what they feel like they should. You know, when you go to sleep and you're like, tomorrow's going to be different. Tomorrow I'm going to do the thing that I told myself I was going to do today, but I didn't do. That feeling is what I'm talking about. But the thing is that the real problem is that you're probably doing too much. That's the reason why you keep falling off. That's the reason why you're not staying consistent with all of these goals that you have. So I'll give you a perfect example. This video, I don't have time to make this video. I told myself I was going to make a video every single day for the next 30 days. And I ran out of time today because the video that I was supposed to make today, I went to record it, and then I got home and I realized all the footage was useless because it was in the wrong format and I couldn't upload it to my computer. So I had a bunch of other things that I had to do today, and I did them. And then I got to the end of the day and it was like, well, I don't have time to make this video. But the reality is that I can put out the smallest version of a video so that I can at least say that I did what I told myself I was going to do. And that's really the most important part. So when I say that most guys need to do less, really what they need to do is they need to reduce the barrier for success, because you can increase that barrier as you have more success with it. If I just said, oh, you know what? I don't have time to make a long video today, a perfect video today, so I'll just wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll make sure that I have the time to make that long video. Well, what would have happened is I would have gone tonight feeling like a failure. So I've been a personal trainer since 2010. And one of the things I really like to teach my clients is how to build habits. And when I teach this, I'm not teaching it from a place of I have all this figured out. This is the stuff that I try to employ in my own life to help me with the same process, because you basically have to hack your brain in order to get it to do what you want it to do. I take this example from BJ Fogg. He's a researcher in habit formation and behavior change. And he says most people want to floss their teeth, but most people floss their teeth once or twice a year, and it's right before they go to the dentist. So instead of saying, I'm going to floss all my teeth every night, that's a huge habit that you're just trying to introduce all at once. What you could say is, I'm going to floss just one tooth right before I brush my teeth. And the reason why that works so well is because, one, it's such a small barrier to success. Flossing one tooth, most people can get over the resistance that they would have to flossing just one tooth. And it's also attached to a pre-existing habit. I brush my teeth every night, so when I go to brush my teeth, I'm reminded, oh yeah, I'm going to floss just one tooth. And I think that concept is quite well known thanks to Atomic Habits, which is a really popular book. But I don't think in that book, and I haven't really heard this talked about a lot, the importance of starting small like that isn't just so that you can build on top of it. I floss one tooth today. Maybe next week I'll floss two. Maybe the week after that I'll floss three, or the upper row. And then the week after that, maybe I'll floss all of them. Yeah, definitely you want to build on that small habit. But just as important, if not more important, I think, is that you need it to be able to regress to in moments when you need to regress. So for instance, tonight, I don't have the time to make a video, but I'm making one anyway. I'm trying to do it as quickly as I possibly can, rather than just saying, I can't do it perfectly, so I'm just not going to do it at all. You might build that habit of flossing just one tooth into flossing all of your teeth every night. You might be doing that for months and months and months. And then all of a sudden life gets busy, work gets crazy, and you get home and you brush your teeth and you're like, man, I just don't want to floss my teeth tonight. So you could go to bed and just not floss your teeth that night. But then what you've done is you've broken that story that you're someone who made the habit of flossing their teeth. You'll go to bed that night thinking of yourself as a failure in that department. So rather than saying, I just don't have it in me to floss my teeth tonight, you could say, you know what? I'm tired. I just want to go to bed, but I'm going to floss one tooth. You can regress to that first habit. So for me, I'm tired. I don't want to make a video. I'm frustrated because the video that I wanted to make, all of the files are corrupted and I can't use them. But rather than say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to make a video tonight. I'm doing this. And you can apply this to all areas of your life. So if it's fitness that you're having a hard time with, don't say I'm going to work out every night of the week. It can be so small. It can be so small it can look like this. I'm going to commit to at least putting my gym clothes on. And you want to attach it to a pre-existing habit. So when I get home from work, I'm going to put my gym clothes on. You always get home from work. You know that that's something that you can count on. It's reliable in your life and you can count on that moment happening. So when you get home from work, what's the smallest thing you can do? Put your gym clothes on. I had a client who did that because what they wanted to do was when they got home from work, they wanted to do Peloton for, I think it was 40 minutes a night, 5 nights a week. And that's a huge habit to start. So the suggestion I made was, well, I didn't even make the suggestion. I said, well, let's dial it back. What do you think is the smallest version of that habit that's going to move you closer to the habit that you want, which is to do Peloton every night for 40 minutes, but it's small enough that you can guarantee success. A way that you can think of it is like, it's so small, it's impossible to fail, but challenging enough, it's going to move you closer to the larger habit that you're trying to instill. If your challenge is nutrition, it's probably not going to be following a meal plan, breakfast, lunch, and dinner 5 nights a week. It might just be making breakfast every morning. Or maybe it's not even that. Maybe it's eating 1 carrot a day if you hate vegetables. Like, the point of these small things isn't to put something out that's perfect or do something that's perfect. It's to lay a foundation from which you can build on. So for this video, it's not a perfect video, but it's another brick in the foundation that I'm trying to build for being consistent with video production like this, and with getting thoughts and ideas out into video format so that I get better at this process that I'm doing right now. It's not going to be perfect, and it's not even going to be succinct. I thought I'd be done by now, but I'm not. But anyhow, it's what I can do right now. And then tomorrow I'm going to try to organize my day a little bit better so that I can do something closer to what I'm trying to get at with this video series. But again, it's just another brick in the foundation. It doesn't have to be perfect. The stars don't have to align. It just has to get done. I hope that this video helps in some way. And I just got an awesome comment from Spencer on my last video. I appreciate you, man. It's made my day for sure. I appreciate you, and I appreciate anybody else who leaves their thoughts below these videos. And it doesn't have to be all sunshine and rainbows. If you have critiques from me, I'd be happy to hear them. But I love the idea of starting a conversation about these sort of things and getting your 2 cents on these topics so that I can, learn from you, and we can have a conversation about all this stuff. So with that being said, if there's something that you have been wanting to do in your life, but you've kind of created a mountain out of it, and every time you try to do it, you're trying to do it perfectly, and because you're trying to do it perfectly, you set yourself up for immediate failure. I would love to know what that is, and I'd love to know what you think the smallest version of that thing could be this week that you could follow through with every single day. That's so small it would be impossible to fail, but challenging enough, it's going to get you closer to the larger vision that you have for that habit or that goal or that idea. All right, with that, I got to go. Have a great night, and I thank you for watching. Take care.